Let's go.
John Casey courtside. We'll get to him in a moment. The 4th place JackJumpers up against the 6th place Adelaide 36ers.
He's an athlete. He can get up and down the floor. He can play above the hoop, and it's been a great change for CJ and the team.
7 on the shot clock. Drimmick fires away and starts things off for the 36ers. Hoping you come in with an eye patch on tonight. Kelly, nice little drop off for Magnate.
Rashard Kelly into the starting lineup.
Game replay.
Just great poise. Draws a help defense by Soto and an easy finish. Big win by Melbourne United. Keep himself nice and close to you, Creek in the Phoenix, and now only 1 or 2 games outside the 6. So.
It definitely creates a lot of tension for some teams, and hopefully, we can do our job and get a few more wins on the board.
Kelly puts the JackJumpers in, forced Adelaide into 1 of 5 from the field.
Well, I like the offense from the JackJumpers. Rashard Kelly 3 times in a row, 3 post-ups.
Unlucky on that bump, but just staying disciplined, staying down, making guys like Kelly just make tough shots. And his feet on the ground, just being the second off the floor and trying to time those shots. 4th in the competition, blocks per game. See a finish from Josh Majette.
He's short. Cleveland works together with Franks. There's such a great combination when they're up and going.
Looks like he's had the fresh shave as well.
Does. Aerodynamic.
Might see a dunk out of him as Milton Doyle. That's a great take. Just takes his time, rocks Drimmick. Decent defense, but just some body there, and he gets a finish.
Big situations, he's the guy consistently that's stepping up and making plays.
Johnson in, as is Ian Clark. Splash.
Sure is. It's a little long. You had a few seasons like that, Gibbo? Start the season.
Plenty. Straight in. John, as you can see, Jack McVeigh straight in with a new haircut. What a weapon to have for CJ to come off the bench and just provide that impact as Jack McVeigh straight off the bat. Instant impact. CJ's seen enough. We'll see if it works and hopefully get into the finals.
Matt Kenyon also checking in. Nice pass. Franks finds Johnson.
His points production has remained the same at around 12 a game. His 3-point shooting percentage is up, and he's also still getting to the free throw line. He's been to the free throw line in his last 15 games.
Well, he needs to get going, and Adelaide needs to get going, and that's one way to do it.
Scott Roth won't be happy about that, but Shawnee Mack, a 3-ball in the corner, and great transition by Adelaide.
Steindl from the elbow, that's nice.
And a great story is Shawnee Mack. He makes that 3 there, but
CJ obviously knows that he can rely on him. He's solid on the defensive end. He makes safe plays on the offensive end, and is always ready to play.
Johnson.
1 or 2 wins, 1 or 2 losses will go a long way to making the top 6.
Drimmick couldn't score. Soto cleans up the mess.
As there's another one.
Steindl gets in deep. Beautiful finish. Jet lagged, and they just looked a little flat. In round 11, Adelaide winners in that one, 93-82. McVeigh guarded by Cleveland. Forces his way in. He's so good at that move.
He just doesn't have to use his speed or anything on Antonius Cleveland. Just uses that little bit of old man strength and timing. He does a great job of it.
Franks at the other end off the glass has got 8 points.
A mismatch with Jack McVeigh guarding him, so Adelaide need to do a better job to make him a focal point down that other end. Jack McVeigh, these two just going at it.
Only 3 field goal attempts so far for Milton Doyle. Gibbo, you highlighted his number of attempts per game. Takes matters into his own hands.
Well, right on cue, you wouldn't expect anything less.
And you need to keep that pressure on. It comes from the players sometimes, and it gets a little chippy, not getting any calls on those ones. But if the coach is out there working for you, sometimes you just got to get on court, shut up, and go and make some plays defensively.
5 minutes remaining, or less than 5 minutes now before half-time. Johnson found the open man underneath, and Sunday Detch did the rest.
He'll be driving back up the coast to Wynyard, stopping by every Hungry Jack's on the way home to grab his cheeseburgers.
It's made his year.
Sunday Detch, that's a big bucket. Gives CJ some confidence to play him, because he's too good to sit on the bench and not get minutes.
Yeah, only 14 minutes, Gibbo, on Sunday, which He's averaging 20-odd across the season. Sean McDonald comes in and finds the bottom of the net. A rare miss from Clark from outside. McVeigh for McDonald in the corner.
Shawnee Matt goes bang, bang. No doubt, Case probably can't hear a thing down there a bit loud, and that's got to get kicked to the corner. Oh, that's a nice step back.
Splash, splash, splash.
You know, it's guys like him who can really be a spark for teams and do all the dirty, nitty-gritty work. So, huge prop to the bearded wonder.
Harris breaks that run.
It's not just the players on court, it's the staff, it's front office, it's everyone. So when you turn up, you know what to expect as Drummond gets a great take to the hoop.
Little short catch.
Fake handoff, there it is.
Deep. Well, he didn't turn around and fade away, but the big fella finished it off nicely.
The 36ers have got some work to do. Soto tips it in.
I expect him to have a big third and then a big fourth quarter.
Franks got it.
There's your man, Gibbo.
There he is, right on cue.
Tasmania by 5. Both teams playing in their heritage strips tonight. They look absolutely superb. Doyle off the glass.
Game, but coming down on that right hand, he's real tough to stop us.
Well, Robert Franks has had enough. He's like, you know what?
The next best scorer after that is 5. It's knocked down from Kelly with a hand in the face. Doyle off balance. Forced into a tough one. Buchanan surveys all options, goes with the left hand and scores himself.
Chance.
Milton Doyle.
Can't give that man any daylight. They did a pretty good job in the first half trying to keep him under wraps, but made a few plays now, got in that mid-range. Nice little pull-up three there.
Here's Franks, who's starting to take over.
Franks. That's what that means.
Doyle wins it back. Majette from the corner. It's good.
We're going to feel good for Majette. He hasn't been able to get going. 2 of 9 now.
Gibbo's moved the table. Thought he was going to shoot it.
I thought he was going to get the ball.
That's that arm day that we were talking about. Too strong.
Yeah.
Galloway.
Galloway can shoot it too.
Galloway straight in. Adelaide going with the bigger lineup with Kyron Galloway as a 3-man. Should be able to switch a lot of their action. Should be able to rebound and run as Milton. Oh, that is as tough as you will see.
Here's Majette on the move for Tasmania. Doyle.
Why not?
Got it!
2-5.
Well, that's great offense. Jack McVeigh's renowned for coming up to set the screen and slipping out for a 3 and right back at you. That's great offense there by Ian Clark. Just attacks and draws a defense, and Daniel Johnson's putting a nice game together.
Krislovic hustling on the offensive glass and scores.
Krislovic has been huge tonight.
It's always a yes. Galloway flashes to the cup and gets that to go. He's having an impact.
Well, he has, and CJ has ultimate confidence in Galloway. You mentioned that last game, he's an athlete. 2 blocks in a row.
It's just throwing the ladder into even more chaos. With the race towards the play-in series. McVeigh feed set. You know the rest.
Well, just again, a breakdown by Adelaide.
The game's leading scorer is Milton Doyle with 20. Great clock for the 36ers. Detch from the free throw line.
Unfortunately missed that left-hand layup. As Case, I just want to ask you, you've been around Adelaide for a long time. What do they have to do to try and get Robert Franks more involved? He's obviously having a great game as he pulls up for a 3 and right on cue. What do they need to do to get him more involved and more touches of the ball?
Yeah, look, it's been a problem all year, I think, for them, Gibbo. They've got so many weapons that they can go to. He might want to take a leaf out of Leonard Copeland's book and just, once he gets the ball, don't pass it back. Just take it upon himself and just keep it going as long as he can. But
could have taken that exact same shot, but this is what happens when you don't get the ball out of offense. You come down and
that man's hot.
Cleveland downhill.
Fourth quarter's when it's counted.
Doyle blew past Cleveland and got to the cup.
You got to put in $500.
Oh, jeez.
It's fair.
You got to put in 500 too.
No, I'm not available. There's Kelly.
Here we go.
Basket counts. It might almost be a bridge too far now for Adelaide.
Yeah, you just see the body language of guys on the bench.
They're going to need everything to go right. And they're going to need stops. And that includes stopping Milton Doyle.
That's 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Putting together a game is... You want someone to play hard, Hiram Harris, he'll do that for you.
JackJumpers happy to absorb the full 24 available to them.
That's just great ball movement. And that place will be electric right now. No doubt within the next couple of years there'll be more teams in the league for sure.
What do you reckon, Gibbo? Come back on the Goldie and come in as a head coach, or might have to make a trade and come?
Broadbeach spot. East nightclub was the locals.
As Kelly puts the emphasis on it.
It's going to be a real logjam to try and make that top 6.
Kelly rolls to the cup. Points will count. And 2 more for Doyle. That's 26. The last 90 seconds of this one. It'll be a big win for the JackJumpers, and they'll go close to putting 100 on the board once more. Robert Franks. The JackJumpers continue to march. 98-82 over the Adelaide 36ers. That's 5 of their last 7.